Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera, co founder of MDC Trading Academy, with today's pre market forecast for Friday, March the 6th. And also, we're going to be reviewing the week. Let's quickly jump to our news items for today. Friday, 8:30, we have the hourly earnings, non farm employment change, and the unemployment rate. Really important to our economy, so keep your eyes open for that one. Although it doesn't affect us the rest of the day, it can affect us briefly early in the morning. Now, what do we have? Guys, I hate to say this to you guys, but what do we have? More of the same. Just basically more of the same. We have a market that's just relentless with these huge, absolutely huge swings. Our ATR is over 88, meaning that our average range for the last 14 days has been almost 88 points, which is unheard of. We have never seen this type of movement before. Now, something that's really interesting that's been happening is the volume has really dried up a bit. Now, this is, of course, this is relative. It's dried up compared to where it used to be. It's dried up compared to where it used to be. It hasn't dried up at all. It's still really good, very good. We're averaging 2.9, almost 3 million contracts. So we do have a lot of volume, but it has significantly dried up from the huge drop. Now, market is still hanging around the 200 SMA. We broke above it, we broke below it, we closed above it, we closed below it. So this is where all of the heart of the action is happening. Now, here's the catch though. Although we understand where the market area is, that means that the market is going to be behaving the same. So whatever challenges you're experiencing within this particular range, you can continue to experience those. Now, obviously at a little slower pace, but ultimately we're going to be stuck in here, and until we don't break either way, either to the upside once again or come and retest this area down here, because this is a big test down here at this level here where we just touched 28.55 and change right around there. That's a very key area. So, but in the meantime, what we got is just tremendous volatility in either direction. You got to pick your battles, guys. You got to pick your battles. I've pretty much just sat back a little bit. I watch the market. I'm looking for particular entries. If I don't get those entries just the way I'm expecting them, I'm just not pulling the trigger. It's just not worth the effort. It's not worth the emotional capital. Now, market was being contained by these trend lines here. Remember, it was being contained by these trend lines here. We spoke about breaks in either direction when the market breaks up. But it runs right into this forming resistance here on this double top. You can see the clean M pattern. Market returns right back to what used to be support, a resistance on this trend line as support. It looks like it's going to bounce off it, but it comes right back. There's our support, our next support level. We were expecting market does respect it for a while, and eventually breaks clear through. Now this is using this former support or resistance here as support, and of course we have a lot of room to the downside here, guys. So if this market wants to move lower, we have plenty of room. Now, can the market do it in one day? Absolutely. The way the market with this type of volume, this type of volatility, it can run down there real quick, and then we'll see what happens. Just that's happening so quickly, it almost makes your head spin. That's why you have to just have a plan. You have to have a plan, and you need to trade your plan. There is no guessing here. If you have a plan, you need to trade it. Otherwise, you are going to be in a heap of trouble. This market is not very forgiving. Market obviously holding, it's definitely trading below yesterday's intraday low. We're expecting this area here as it's holding as support here. You see we have another trend, we have another run, and we have this support and resistance. Similar pattern here, Here you go. Market runs, uses the intraday low as resistance, creates a low. Here we consolidate, breaks clearly, and here's the same pattern again. So it's been a pretty repetitive pattern, and here pretty much the same. Here's your run. There's your run. There's your top. Here's your bottom. Breaks through the bottom moves lower. Here's your retest of this area once again. You can see it right there. Here's your retest. Just this is market movement 101. So the same pattern. We have a market that runs, creates a top, creates a bottom, creates a top. We have more of the same. So that's what you got to be looking at today. That's what you got to expect. You got to expect this pattern. Try to continue the pattern repeating. Try to just take advantage of that type of move if that's what you're looking for. But what you cannot do is come in here without a plan. If you're in here without a plan, you are going to get run over. You are just definitely going to get run over. So just be careful today. Let's hope that it settles over the weekend with this coronavirus business, and we can get right back to the market moving up again in a nice, clean, old-fashioned way, so we can start taking some more advantage of this market. Take care. Have a great weekend. Let me know if you have any questions. Take it.